topic I'd like to cover today is the circle of fifths. So far, we've learned about major scales, minor scales, intervals, major and minor intervals. So the circle of fifths helps us kind of put all that together in one visual too a little bit. We start at the top of the circle of fifths with the key of C. And as you go to the right, you add one sharp, and also the key signature goes up by a fifth. So we start with C. The next key signature is G with one sharp, F sharp. Then we go up one more, D, A, E, B, and so on. And so you get all the way around. At the bottom, it'll change from sharps to flats, and then you'll get less flats as you go all the way back up to C. If you can also go the other direction, you can go to the left, and then it kind of becomes like a circle of fourths with the same concept. You're just adding flats until you get to the bottom, and then you switch the sharps and you start taking away those sharps until you get back to the top at C. What's really helpful about the circle of fifths is that it helps us understand how keys are related to each other. So you can also see the minor keys, which are inside the circle. Major keys are outside in big letters or in capital letters. The minor keys are inside with lowercase letters, and it's the same idea. You start at the top with A, you go to E minor, which has one sharp, B minor, and so on. We can use this visual to help us know which keys are closely related keys. Sometimes you might get asked this in class, or sometimes you might get a piece that starts in one key and changes to another key, which might be a closely related key. And so if we use C major as our example at the top, a closely related key would be G to the right, or to the left, F major. And then that also includes the minor keys. So if we have C major again, a closely related key would be A minor. The other minor key that would be closely related would be E minor. And then the one with the flat would be D minor. So then we would technically have like 5 keys that are closely related to C. And so you can kind of use the other ones as examples too. So let's say D major. If you go to the left of D major, you have G major. If you go to the right of D major, you have A major. And then you can also use those minor keys as well to determine what are the closely related keys. So that's the circle of fifths. It kind of helps us tie everything together and helps us understand what these key signatures are and how they kind of relate to each other.